Hello everyone, my name's Tris and this is Double O'Neill. So far you've seen me build up this shunting layout in these kind of manageable steps, like 15 to 20 minute videos, which I've really enjoyed sharing with you. So if you do like them, hit a like down below and leave a comment after the video, let me know what you thought. So far we've built up a wall, we have the track down, we have the petite property buildings, I have some of the Ratio and Wheels Kits products building up the buildings, which has been really good fun so far. I even did a little scratch build pump, which is based off one that had been kind of at a kind of disused railway, and so I've kind of mimicked that. So the pipe's laying on the floor. It might need a bit of work later on, but we can come back to that at another point. This episode, because I've been quite busy with doing this engine shed, I enjoyed doing that. I want to do something a bit more fun and smaller. So I've got a few things I want to show you that I want to work on today. I made an order online to Dark Castings. Got some of their products here. So I got a ground signal. Basically this will be painted either white or yellow, whichever one. I was going through with my friend Carl on how that's done. We're only going to stick that in one place on the layout. I understand it's to make sure that it's clear on this direction of the layout, which would end up being, if I just tilt this around here, being able to go back through there. Then I've got these levers, which will be used to, of course, manually change the points, and we can add them in places on the layout. I've been umming and ahhing on whether I put that on first, then do the ballast, or stick them on top of something after doing the ballasting. I think what I will do is probably space up underneath and stick them on and then do the ballasting, and should work out all right. Just need to have a little think on that one. We can have a little play in a bit. Also from Dark Castings, they sell the Monty's Models figures. And I thought I'd pick up a hooded figure. It's called Hoodie. I like wearing hoodies myself. Thought I can obviously paint this one up and we can have that looking over the side of the railway, looking right down onto it in observation. So you've got this bit here, so I was thinking they could just be looking over, minding their own business. The next thing that I got kind of quite a while ago now, Bunters Yard sent me this plate layers hut, and I thought it would be nice to have a, let's say, not so common building on the layout, and I just thought this one looks quite different to what you generally see. As the kit's available, it'd be nice to run that. So I'm thinking I'll put that kind of on this front edge here so you can see a bit more. If I just knock the view back, you've got this section running across here. We do have the petite properties building is going to be going across, but I thought it'd be nice to have a supporting building there. So we'll get that painted up. They're built and painted. It's a laser cut set that they've been doing themselves. And then, go check out the website. They've got some great products coming along. So that's Bunters Yard. I'll probably leave a link in the description below to their website. The last thing that I'm going to do, and it's not that exciting, I'm just going to grab a couple now, but kind of a clean up on the railway. So we put the track down a while ago, everything's been fine. One thing that I haven't done is put on the sleepers that go between the tracks. If you look here, we've got room for 2 to go there. Over here I've got 2 that can go there, and maybe 1 there. So that's something that I need to do to kind of have no excuse after that point to then do some ballasting. The ballasting is something I've been putting off mainly because it takes a bit of time, and also it can be the thing that stops points working so well. So I want to really make sure I do a nice job of that, but that won't be on this episode. So that's the fun topics we're going to do, so let's crack on with them. So I've got the little parts out here. It's nice, it's not connected to a kind of sprue of bits, so you don't have to get a knife and trim it out from the tabs that hold it in. I've had a little look on the video that they have put on there, Bunters Yard. Like I said, you can scan the QR code to achieve getting there, but he's got a fantastic YouTube channel that you can go and check out the other stuff that he's done. He's a fantastic modeler. So I'm going to put this together based on the instructions that I've seen. You've got a nice 3D printed part here. I'm going to get it together and show it to you basically in one piece. So I built up the kind of sub-assemblies. We've got the base, 2 bits stuck together, and then each of the sides have like an extra bit on the outside. They've explained on their page, this is an NNER one, so that's cool. That's something from the NNER, and yeah, looking forward to getting this together. this together. I've left the door open so then we can have something going on in there, maybe a little light. I like the idea of having lights in this layout. This is the window, so I'm going to spray this one white so that can go on, or grey. Then I'm going to spray the rest of this black. On the roof I've glued the strips in which line up with this, and you can kind of pop it together. I don't need to use magnets for this one, it's a nice snug fit, which is great. I firewalled to fit on that one to make it a bit nicer, so I can do this. I don't really want to use the magnets on the roof. So no, really pleased. We'll get that painted up. So I painted the window frame white, and the way I assembled it was slightly different to the instructions. Take that one out. I don't want to have to use magnets, like I said. So that slots together. So that obviously got black there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dry brush. I'm going to use some of the Citadel paints. I use a lot of these, and go towards like a concrete type colour for everything. So start with a darker shade and work on my way up the ladder really, to kind of more and more that greyish kind of creamy colour that concrete kind of is. So we'll see how that works. But dry brushing, if you've not done it before, obviously give your paint a good shake. This one seems alright, but I get a tiny bit on the brush, not a lot there. I dab it on, do a couple of circles, and then what I do is get some tissue, and you take most of it off to the point that you're not going to just go and paint it, and then you can work your way around. So the idea for this is because it's going to be streaking, I kind of go top to bottom for this, and we just work our way up and down. So then it kind of starts building up weathered effects and looks. It doesn't have to be uniform. The idea is to add depth to anything that we're painting by not having everything uniform. So that will be that. So I'm going to work my way through, do a few different shades, probably go over twice with this colour and then build up the other ones, and then see how it looks. Hopefully it will look good. So I've painted it up, and I've added my kind of dry brushed bits to it. I'm really happy with how that's coming out. Now I'm using my little weathering powders. We're just kind of knocking in a bit extra texture to this roof because it's flat at the moment. So by adding in these powders, which you can blow off the excess, just running it around nice dirty roof that's been collecting like a bit of rubbish over the years, because it's probably been there since 1940s, 1930s, or whenever it is. And it's now there in 1990s. It's not in the best condition, and we'll probably dust up the window a bit as well. We don't need the window to be immaculate, and at the moment it's here looking very white, so we can dust around the edges a little bit, work our way in a little bit of taking it off white kind of thing. So it's one of those things that we don't want it to look like a freshly out of the box type thing. I'm still yet to weather my Petite Properties buildings as well. So this has come out really nicely. Just be a bit random with what you're doing and then blow off the rest. And you're left with something that looks like that kind of thing. Again, you've got all your corners here. I've been using black soot, but you could use more browns, whatever you want. It's your discretion on that one. You can come back in. So my plan is to just work the corners and just to make it look a bit, things are splashed up against it over time, and it'll just start looking really, really smart. So with that done, we've got the weathered material on, and even the door black. I'm not too worried about it. Done the roof, added some colour, like you say, well, the colour, but the dust. So no, pleased with that. That can drop on the layout, and that can represent a kind of little disused or used and not looked after building. If we really, really wanted to, like, so we can take off the top, add some things inside, add some lights as well. So that's nice. So really, really pleased. And then thanks again to Bunters Yard who sent that over. Really do appreciate that. It's got a great range of products, like I said, so we should go check that out. Now I'm going to work on my figures. So we've got, well, I say figures, I've put it on a Pringles pot. I don't know if this is a wise idea. So when I'm painting, I can paint it. So I'm going to paint up my hoodie guy, get the even view, and then we've got all of the levers for changing the track. So I'll just paint them up, and then we can stick them on the layout and see how that all looks. The building it really fits in nicely to the layout. Really pleased with how that's doing. I kind of need to weather some of the other items on there. As you can see, the layout's coming together really nicely. I need to think about what would be going here. I guess some stuff, you know, maybe let me know in the comments below. I think, you know, car park's going to come to here. Maybe you'd have one parked there, one parked there, so they can reverse out, shimmy around, and off they go. So I'm thinking something like that. We've got the levers, move that out of the way. I actually ordered a different sign. I checked now. So I've got the one that Carl recommended that I use. So good. Obviously, I had to paint this so white with a yellow stripe. And so that kind of lets them know that they can go about, obviously going through there, that it's all clear. Yeah, so the levers are there, and obviously you've got one down there. There's one here, if I could get into focus. There we go. And then there's another one down there. Now we're at the last stage of really what I wanted to do today for this video. I'll say reminder, everything that I'm doing in these videos is part of me having fun and fitting it in with the time that I have to kind of feel like I've done a bit of progress, because a lot of things with the model railways is feeling like you've made that next step on whatever you're doing. It only has to be small, and today I've done quite a few things that I'm happy with. So we can take off the chair tops and the sleepers, because you've got the tractor under there that kind of gets in the way. So you just pop it under there and I kind of sit it there. Like I said, I'm almost at that point that we're going to be putting the ballast down. I've got a few little things I want to do. I mentioned it before, I'm going to leave it for this video, but doing the hard standing for the shed will be good. And I think also weathering the shed will be good. I don't want to ruin it too much. But again, we can always redo things. Anything that you don't like on any of these models, you can kind of come back later and either replace, improve the one you've currently got. It just really, you know, you're completely open to what, you know, you can do with these things. So I've put that through there. And go there, try and straighten them up. It's always hard when you're on camera to do things right first time, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Almost. Yeah, it really doesn't help being on camera. But what I'm going to do, whilst I'm faffing and trying to get this right, something like that. Let's bring that one back a bit more. Yeah, it's kind of okay. I feel like I need to just have one there because two's a bit condensed. So I just poke out and put it in the middle, see what it looks like. But then, yeah, that doesn't look so nice either. So what we can do, if I bring that one up a bit, maybe I can shimmy these along. I don't know. Who knows? I think it needs to have two in there, ideally. Of course, you could go down the route of having bullhead track and you'd have that nice sleeper spacing. That would look good. But I guess no one's going to judge me too much if two of the sleepers look a little bit close to each other. But anyway, I think you get the point of what I'm trying to do, as I'm blocking the view of my hands. If you're at this point in the video, that means you stayed on for the whole, I don't know, 15, 16 minutes, whatever the video length is. Thank you so much. Thank you for following all the progress we've been making. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this video series so far and playing with different things to what I normally do when I play with Steam Loco based bits. I feel like this is an achievable project that I can thoroughly enjoy. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, if you enjoyed it, what you think maybe I could add to the layout. I might not do it, but it's always nice to know what people think. It allows me to kind of have another thought on all of that. One thing I would have got our local graffiti artist. He's hanging out because he's going to start, you know, got a few spray cans in his hoodie just there, and he's going to use them to make some art. The view of the layout, really happy with it, like you've already seen. I will add the sleepers in off camera, but like I said, Bunters Yard, go check out their page. I think they've got a YouTube channel as well. And yeah, really pleased. Anyway, see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Thank you to my patrons, channel members, likers, and people that leave the comments. I thoroughly appreciate all your input. Take care. See you soon. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.